Arcade Animals! Welcome to episode 11 of my Evercade cartridge review series. Today we're going back to the grandpappy of all video games.
I am your pappy.
That's right, we're going to Atari Arcade 2. I've already covered Atari Arcade Cart 1. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go check that out. If you've not been following along with my review series, then please go back and watch all my other videos after this video. Today we're talking about Atari Arcade 2. It has 10 games on it. Fun fact about Atari: in the video game crash of 1983, they buried 700,000 game cartridges in the desert in New Mexico. That is a legit thing. We're going to go over the 10 games on this cartridge. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I don't like, and at the end I'll show you what my favorite game is on this cartridge. And all I ask is that you please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and leave a comment and let me know what your favorite game is on this cartridge. So welcome to the Must See channel on YouTube. Welcome to...
Get over here! Animality.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
In 1982's Dark Planet, destroy enemy forces along with the volcanic surface in your starship. Thrust with the A, missile with the B, laser with the X buttons, while rotating your ship with the joystick. Fly between two layers, green for high altitude and red for the ground level as you attempt to destroy everything.
Destroy everything! Destroy everything! Destroy everything!
Your ultimate aim is the 3 enemy bunkers, which will give you the biggest bonuses. Laser blast your way to victory. The original arcade cabinet used a simulated 3D effect where the layers were projected onto 2 distinct surfaces on a physically modeled backdrop. I'm amazed at how creative the team at Atari were back then when there really wasn't anything to use as an example. However, Dark Planet is hard to figure out and I don't enjoy this Evercade version.
It takes a little longer to acquire than intuitive insights.
How much longer? When will you have it?
In a few minutes, I hope to.
Really?
1982 gave us the sequel to Berzerk. It has the same controls, but with the new gameplay elements such as special room types, the ability to temporarily kill auto, and certain wall colors react to taking fire. While Berzerk got its spotlight being ported to the Atari 2600, Frenzy had an overlooked port on the ColecoVision. It's essentially the same game, but with more enemies and less interesting vocabulary.
Robot attack.
Making my rounds all over town, putting out old planes.
Firetruck from 1978 is a driving game for one player where you steer with the joystick, accelerate with the A, and blow your horn with the B. It was one of the first games to feature a multi-directional scrolling playfield. Gear up and hit the streets driving as far as you can before running out of gas while avoiding obstacles. The Firetruck really feels like you're trying to drive a big heavy vehicle without having a CDL and proper training, but if you can keep it under control long enough to get to 160 points, you'll get extra time to boost your score. It was fun for a joyride, but I think I'll take it back to the station and face the consequences.
As a child, I yearned for the mines.
A parallax scrolling shmup similar to Moon Patrol and 1983's Minefield. I know shmups are usually for aircraft, but you can control a tank dropped off by an aircraft in this. Cross a 90-mile desert to the enemy fortress and blow it up. Dodge the enemy mines and enemy fire. Destroy the forts while replenishing your missiles, which you can use with the R1 button. Fire guns with the A, B, X, or Y for which direction you need to shoot, which is such an inefficient way of attacking. There's a lot of disorienting images on the screen that all look similar, so it can be challenging to navigate this title, and I probably wouldn't recommend playing it on a smaller screened Evercade system. Let's go raid some tombs, but beware of all the creepy crawlies that lurk in them. From vampire bats to scorpions to spiders and more, you'll have to move quickly in 1982's Lost Tomb. Collect all the treasure as you move to the Amazon Pyramid's base for a big surprise. It's a colorful game that's fun, but what gets me is the controls. Move with the joystick, press R1 to use your whip, which you only have 3 per room, though there is a mid-game offer for more whips if you use a credit or another quarter in a real arcade. But to shoot, you have to use the A, B, X, and Y for the direction of the shot, which if you're using a typical controller would be okay, I guess, but on a 6-button arcade panel like the Evercade Alpha has, you'll have to train your brain for the orientation adjustment. Speaking of arcades, Lost Tomb was originally made as a swap-out conversion kit to allow operators to refresh their game selection.
See, Ludo? There's nothing to be afraid of. Ludo?
This next game was fully coded and had its cabinet silk screens, but was never actually made. They wanted to make sure you ate plenty of fruit in Maze Invaders from 1981. They also wanted you to learn how to draw maps because you may need to make them to figure out how the mazes connect. Move with the joystick, fire with the A, turbo fire with the Y, and hold the B button plus a direction to face the opposite way, which allows you to shoot while retreating. Collect all the fruit to unlock the exits to move to the next maze. Get the special bonus fruit for big points and survive as long as you can. What the heck am I? A sad blue mouse? Grover? I don't know. It's not the best game, but it is an unlocked part of gaming history.
There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call
Helicopters! Using the same hardware and multi-layer parallax scrolling effect as Minefield, this 1982 action game called Rescue is just that, a rescue mission. Paratroopers are falling into dangerous waters and you're their only hope. This is a rare arcade title due to financial difficulties at the time. Using the same crappy firing mechanism as some of the other games on this cart with the A, B, X, and Y buttons, you must ward off enemy helicopters, ships, subs, and even sharks as you hover the fallen soldiers. Get close enough to lower your ladder so they can climb in. Each stage has a rescue quota to meet before you can deliver them to Safety Island. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of rescue missions in video games, but in this it just adds another layer to your usual shmup, though I do find it a bit challenging sitting still while being shot at.
What? No rabbits? Especially rabbits.
Who gave Tazz a machine gun? That dude's crazy enough. Well, it must have been Yosemite Sam in 1982.
Yosemite Sam, the roughest, toughest He-Man, stuffest hombre has ever crossed the Rio Grande.
Conquer the 19 levels of Tazz Mania, each with their own enemies that either run in a certain pattern or follow you. Clear out all the little hoppers to reveal the exits. I like simple controls for quick arcade games, and this has them. Move with the joystick, shoot all the varmints with the A button, or use the B for a smart bomb. The smart bomb also serves to install another function, which I haven't mentioned. So yeah, don't panic, but the walls are closing in on you the whole time. So be quick. You also can't shoot and run at the same time. Clear 3 levels to get a bonus level where you collect points to really up your score.
Target. Humanoid. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Chicken, fight like a robot.
An action game from 1980 for 1 or 2 players alternating, Berzerk has you trapped in a maze with 64,000 different possible room arrangements. Killer robots are closing in on you, so fight back and survive as long as you can. Move quickly or the evil auto will show up and show out. Don't be a yellow-bellied chicken. Make sure you clear all enemies in a room before moving to the next. Use the B button to shoot, the joystick to move or aim your shots. Be aware that the walls are electrified. The original arcade cabinet had a 30-word vocabulary and shock shocked passersby when it stated,
Toys detected in pocket.
from a brief era where they used models to try to get you to want to play the advertised games. Follow the on-screen directions to protect your refueling bases from attack in Moon War from 1981. In a similar field to asteroids, you rotate your ship with the joystick, thrust with the A button, and fire with the B. But then you can hold the X for shields, or press the Y to hyperflip your ship. Fight 16 types of enemies and dock to the base to refuel before blasting to the next if needed. After every 10th base, a mystery ship appears that gives you a bonus when destroyed. I had a lot of fun playing this shmup, so it earns my favorite game on this cart. If you want to be an official arcade animal, blast that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment and let me know what your favorite game is on Evercade's Atari Arcade Cart 2. As always, thanks for watching and we'll catch you on the next one.